$450 at the moment. Roy's here with me. He's going to go through the opening bracket, into the map. Take it away, Roy.
Hypno and Steel crossing over. Steel going to go over towards mine. Hypno meeting up with Naru and Moobs. Maybe to re-stealth. Moobs moving away from it, but Naru is going to get some over on mid. Back at home, Kronos is going to be 1 versus 1 against Boyce. No, it's a Bindo. My bad. Bindo on Spellbreaker. See how that happens. Steel is just stalemating right now against the Core Warrior of Boyce over at mine. Hybrid going to +1 him. Over on mid, though, Half is going very, very low. Half and Jeff in a 2 versus 3 against Naru, Moobs, and Hypno. Moobs going to get a little bit of pressure, and Half is going to be just fine.
Yeah, to note, guys, this is the lower final, so there is no +1. There has been no map pick either. Still go down, as Roy said, big boon for the red team as they move over towards the mid. Obviously, Moon Boys have been the previous UGO champions quite frequently, more often than not, coming up against the EU champs from the last tournament in the final of the winner bracket and going down into lower. So they need to win this to be back in the money. This could be the first tournament that they're not in the money if they lose here in this series. But it's still early doors. 1 cap apiece again. And a 19-point lead. It's still very, very early on this side of the map. I mean, is this the first series we've had Thief versus Thief in the comp?
I was just going to say, it is the first series we have had Thief on either side.
Interesting. So they're gonna be on each other as well. It looks like they're stuck to each other as well at the moment. The Thieves following on. Hypno is definitely doing a good job of that. Wins out the day. Can we see a potential down here? Maybe not. Sorry, it's versus the Warrior.
Oh,
it's because he had dagger there. I was getting confused. He's gonna
Kronos,
bleed out.
Yeah, Kronos was able to support Hypno on that down state. Hybrid gonna be forced to move off. Stealth up, go towards mid, and the score is just about even again after Steel is able to decap mine. Over on mid, it's going to be Jeff going low now. He's actually moving away from Half. No, Half is there. He's going to heal him up just in time, but there's the good fear coming out from Naru. Jeff's going to be able to get his heal off, however, if that Conde cleanse out, and he's going to be sitting at about 50% health, and he's going to be able to get up on top. Half going to follow him, but now it's going to be a double cap forward blue team. They're going to start moving ahead in this game 1.
I mean, even if he just moves into that corner there, I mean, he goes down now, which is inevitable. They're outnumbered as well. They're trying to get support coming up here. Gets knocked off. Jeff is being bled out. Here comes Half as well. He's going to get the res. They were thinking about leaving him. Oh, he's got poison. No, they missed the poison. What? Oh, no, he's going to come up and res. No, he gets feared away. He's not going to go for it in the end. That was close. They almost gave away a free kill there. Look at this as well as they pull Steel towards. Here comes Moobs though. He's not going to let him die. And he's going to be okay for now. But while Red Team have been engaged at mid trying to get their Guardian back up, their Necro back up, they've actually lost over towards the Henge. And we're still seeing this 1v1 and mid obviously has been lost as well. So, I mean, Jeff's been out for almost 10 minutes. I mean, it's been a while. Yeah. Not 10 minutes is a little tiny bit of an exaggeration. But just a good minute and a half in this game at the moment.
Absolutely. Mine decapped for just a little bit, but it's going to be capped again for red team as they push blue team back towards mid. Kronos and Abindo is still 1 versus 1 here. Kronos doing a very good job, able to beat this Spellbreaker. Hybrid was thinking about coming over, but he's going to be stopped by Hypno, who made the rotation over. Hybrid, though, going to stealth up. Looks like he's going to wait to engage. Abindo, though, at about 50% health, he's going to be low. Hybrid going to go on top of Hypno. Try and pressure them off, see if they can win this 2 versus 2.
Yeah, I'm not liking this too much. The moment get the decap. Oh no, here come red. They are coming over in force, that's for sure. Hypno goes down. They try and force a bit more of a team fight over here. A small skirmish happens on the other side of the map. Unfortunately, Moobs will not be joining them as quick as the team fight kind of started to erupt, and they do lose a player. Although they do get a man in the downstate, and Jeff in an outnumbered situation, and Hypno is already gone, and 2 mid into a decap. Really nice from Blue in this situation, which was theirs.
It was Hybrid who decap mid.
They were outnumbered. Hybrid, sorry. No, my bad. Sorry.
Yeah.
That was what I was expecting to happen, I guess, or what Hypno probably should have been covering, I guess. Yeah, my bad. Can pick up, right? But yeah.
No worries. Ooh, Hypno actually getting really pressured hard on this res. He was trying to save Steel. Hybrid doing an excellent job. He's going to force him off. Going to bring him back towards mid. Moves is there, of course, if he does need some heals. So Bindo coming in to try and stop this cap. Kronos coming up behind on half with Naru. They're actually going to go... Lord was leashed, but I don't think he's going to... No, they're going to let him reset. Half's going to go into downstate and Rhodes. That's going to be another kill for blue team.
Indeed. Albindo is the the eater of sheep, right? Just to confirm that. Yeah, because people are not using their names, sometimes we may say the people we know over the names that you see in the game. So there is just a tiny bit of confusion. We'll try and talk about the people who are obviously in the games a little bit more, guys, but you just have to forgive us with that, because for some reason in 4.5 years, people have still not learnt that age-old lesson of letting people build a brand. But Hypno, apparently, Moobs and Steel have learnt that lesson. Kronos as well. Jeff has still got his name. There you go. Half as well.
Absolutely.
So we'll give credit to those guys.
Oh, the Eater of Sheep is going to be brought down into mid. Jeff and Kyorgum the Black, also known as Hybrid, is making the rotation over. Now we're going to be pressured a little bit by that steal, but nothing going to happen. No way they're going to be able to get that res, and Hybrid is forced away. Half over on mine. Him and Boyce are going to be doing just fine. Steal pushed away. Hypno as well. But again, just full control of this map for blue team. You know, they do the double cap, and constantly getting decaps on red team's only nodes. So definitely a good game for blue team so far.
I mean, it's all about that henge fight as well, where they were technically outnumbered, because Moobs was still trying to move over there. I'm not sure they had eyes on everyone at the time. Just a little bit of an error. They lost a member and then turned it round and got the double kill onto Jeffy and I can't remember who else, but
Jeff
it was
Half,
really good. And Half
oh, not Half. I'm sorry. It was a Bindo. It was a Bindo downstate and then Jeff, right?
That's right.
Half was able to get away, but he was brought into downstate later. Midpoint almost decap by red team. Actually, very good shield 5 from Half. Just gonna knock him off and get that decap. They're actually only 200 points behind. They could potentially come back if they were able to hold double cap, but I'm not sure that's gonna happen. Yeah. Frontline he's gonna take out Hypno over on mine. And that's going to be a cap for red team. On the other side of the map as well, the Eater of Sheep was able to decap against Kronos. It's going to be the probably best position that red team's been in this whole game.
Hopefully they can bring it back a little more in this match as well. Over the Eater of Sheep, not able to finish him there, unfortunately. Kronos needs to channel that heal, though. He gets the channel off. A little bit of a dodge, obviously, stealthing away. Opting to go potentially for mid. We saw him drop a portal there, did we? Oh no, he has dropped a portal somewhere. This is where he dropped that exactly. He's trying to get the engage onto the Thief on the red team. Not able to get that as he stealths and moves away. Blue team now with the one singular cap. Half, though, doesn't want to die here. This is their comeback potential, and they don't disengage quick enough. They really do well on the sides, but blue team just navigate it together, and there's the portal from Kronos that I just mentioned. And they've missed. They've really missed that. They've really missed big miscommunication from red team. Disengage from Half from mid was unfortunately a little bit too slow, to the point where he got trained down and killed, and no one was really covering that portal, unfortunately. Obviously, sometimes you worry about staying there for so long, especially when your team is starting to engage something over on mid. So now we see this situation over on Henge evolving, as well as this potential team fight down in the roads below mid.
You know, they are committing, blue team, that is, they are committing 1 versus 2 against the Eater Sheep here. And obviously I think he's going to be brought down now as his cooldowns go out. Although he is dishing out decent damage to Hypno Kronos, but this is where red team really needs to take control of mid. They need to 4 versus 3 or 4 versus 2 here. Hybrid now, Kyorgum the Black now finally. He's going to +1 here, but you know, I feel like Bindo could probably hold this 2 versus 1 here for a little while. Although actually Hypno probably going to be brought to downstate. Great steal from Hybrid. The distort coming out from Kronos though is going to be good. That is going to save Hypno for the time being. Shadow Step is good as well. Back, and he's even going to cap the node as well.
Yeah, that was good. Well done. Jeffrey goes down in the roads below keep as well. That's going to mean the lead extends for this blue team, especially if the Eater of Sheep does go down over towards Henge. 3k HP though for a Spellbreaker is still 3k plus, and it just continues to rise. So it just has to kite away, just line of sight, and it'll be good for a little bit of time. It starts to climb above 10k. Yeah, 10k, sorry. I don't know. Half is thinking about moving, needs to reset himself. Hypno is trying to chase hybrid, the red team thief here. Oh, that was cheeky. Almost engage on the steal there. And with a random hit during the stealth, he does bring down the red team thief. 400 points. It's over a 200-point lead now. It's looking very unlikely that they're going to be, like, unfortunately, not come back here. But this is only the first game of this series, so potential for it to change it.
Absolutely. Not sure what red team can do here, honestly. You know, well, I almost get the decap on mid. Half now going to be brought downstate. Didn't have his mantras ready. Just too much conditions on top of him. Jeff isn't going to be able to do much either. Of course, 3 versus 1. And I believe we can probably call this game number 1 for blue team. Just for the most part, they had full map control. They were always a cap ahead of red team and always going for those decaps as well. Hypnos and Cronus doing a good job there, as well as Steel over on mine. And I think that's probably going to be GG called in a second, maybe. I don't know. Steel looks a bit AFK at the moment. Of course, this is best of 3. Red team does have a chance to come back, win the second game as well as the third game, and make their way up to the grand finals. But I have to see if that happens. Both side notes cap for red, but I think blue team is probably content with just holding mid. And that'll be game.
Indeed. It will be. Yes, the tournament is held on NA region. The next one is EU region, which is in 2 weeks.
December 3rd.
December 3rd, indeed.
Early in the morning for us. Not so much for the rest of the players.
Not for the players. 6 a.m. for me, 9 a.m. for Roy.
Yeah, just about. I would like to say though, obviously it is nice, you know, this red team as well as the team that's in the grand finals in the moment, 2 or 3 pig. They're both EU teams. So, you know, it's nice to see the EU teams coming over to NA to play, you know, after we opened it up. It's good to get a little competition there, I think. And that's obviously there's a lot of competition with 2 or 3 ping, as they are in the top at the moment. So it's very good to see both these EU teams come over and play. Even though, of course, the red team isn't full EU. They do have 2 NA players. But that is going to be game number 1 going in the favor of Moon Boys.
I mean, that's another thing as well. Like, EU and NA players obviously forming a team together, I think is pretty awesome, actually, on the red side.
Greater community cohesiveness.
Yeah, look at that, guys. NA EU team. Unfortunately, they lose the first game. But it's okay. It's okay. This is going to be the second of the series. If I don't know, dude, lose this game, they will go out and they will get 3rd position. And
absolutely. That does mean that blue team will be moving up to the grand finals. They will be at a 1-game deficit, however, as 2 or 3 ping won the winter finals, meaning that they will start with a game 1. It is best of 5 there, so that team will need 2 wins, and Moon Boys would need 3. But that's obviously the next match.
Yes. Let's go over to the and we're just waiting for them to get in, and then we will be continuing this as soon as possible, guys. Don't forget that you can donate gold to the tournament. Just looking for just under 100 gold now as well to make sure that we can give 3rd position the full 500 gold prize. We do !D gold. This gold goes straight to the players, so I obviously have to dish it out. But yeah, have a look at the bottom left-hand corner as well. We do !UGO. It will give you the donation link, which I'm going to put in chat now. I use the code at the moment. It's GEFS, which you can put into Match Arena, and we can grab a few more extra bucks. It is for free. We're getting close there with that. We're on $473. There's easily at least 30 codes remaining. And people are donating a little bit more gold as well, which is awesome. There's 20 gold from Listener as well. From Silja, 25. It's awesome. 45 gold. 50 gold. We'll do it. Another 50 gold, and we are golden. Thank you so much, guys. The support. I know the memes are crazy in chat. I know there's a lot of things flying about, but at the end of the day, there are a lot of people who do enjoy these tournaments. We appreciate your support. We get messages daily, as well as people trying to help up where they can. If you do want to join the UGO in terms of staff adminning, or you have an arena that you would like to use, obviously all our staff that do admin the game get a free arena every month. So we do send off names, and we get free arenas and whatnot for the staff. So if you get paid, I guess, in an arena, which is not too bad. Still costs 200 gold. and arena tokens as well. So if you do want to join the staff, you can get that arena, and you will be able to watch the grand finals and spectate the whole tournament if you do admin at all as well. So any support that is there, you're very welcome. It's a good incentive. You get to watch the tournament from... And the many people that want to watch the bloody tournament in the game, I'm sure there's some of you that could use your skills towards adminning. It's not too difficult. But Jegtris has done a fantastic job, as well as Ash and Lily, as well as Roy, and anyone else that has been around to help today. Obviously, thank you very much. We do appreciate it. And I'll stop talking now.
Absolutely, Jebro. I think we've got a little bit of a roster shift here on Red Team. They're going to be bringing in one of their subs, Fiskin. I think.
Bo use a thing. Thank you. You've just made the 500 gold a thing. We appreciate that.
Great. Thank you very much for the donations.
Awesome. I don't know if that's Frosty, but it could be. I don't know. There's a bow in it, so it's just the only reason why. All the future donations as well. Remember, there will be donations towards the next tournament as well. So this will all go to the EU one. So if you do want to donate now for the EU tournament, then please do that. And I'll mention your names as well. Oh. Mr. Taco Man, thank you for the 50 gold ore. I'll see how much that's worth. I know, 50 gold. Thank you, man. These will go over to the EU tournament as well, which will be in 2 weeks. So you can donate further to the gold. Otherwise, we're looking at mainly we're waiting for the players to get into the game, which is why which is why I'm talking about the tournament and the donations and whatnot. We're close to $500, guys. Let's get this up. I'm pretty sure we're going to get to that 500 goal easily. With your help, we can definitely do that. If you want to donate real money in terms of, and obviously the codes are real money, but bottom left hand corner, that's the code to enter into the Matcherino site, !UGO, to make sure you get the link for that. Otherwise, today we're looking at whether or not Moon Boys are going to be able to take the second game, go into the grand finals versus a team that have not had a loss. They've not had a loss today, have they? I think so.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry, who hasn't had a loss? 2 or 3 ping?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Good stuff.
And we real quickly just gonna check out these red team. As I did say, we have a bit of a roster change. We do have Fiskin on Aarox the Toxic, who'll be playing Scourge, probably the same build that Jeff was running. He's on Scepter, Torch, Staff,
Tormenting Rune, back in, is he?
Yeah, Curses and Soul Reaping. Same utilities. Jeff has made the swap from Scourge over to Hollowsmith, though, and they're gonna lose their core warrior.
Oh, that was running. Okay.
He's gonna be running Rifle, Surging, and Marauder Amulet. Alchemy, and Explosives for traits. Game number 2 going off. If red team loses, they will be sent into 3rd place. Blue team will be moving up to the grand finals. If they win, though, they'll be going to a 3rd match.
Okay, so this is their sub of the series. If they're in, yeah, there you go. That's the thing. Okay, so Steel Series. Steel Series? Wow, got the Steel Series Guild Wars 2 mouse in my head at the moment. Is going to disengage from over on the temple. Was going to go for that 1v2 cross. We have had the cross going on the other side of the map. No one came over to +1 or just try and thwart that. So we will see that 1v1. So there will be an outnumber at mid. And wondering who's going to win that out at the end of the day.
It's actually 4 versus 4 at the moment. Steel going very low, though. A lot of pressure onto Fiskin as well. There goes Steel as well, but he's going to be brought into downstate. Portal going to come out too late. Jeffy is going for the Elixir as Stomp. He might be able to get it. No, Steel ports at the last second. Jeff's going to come out of that Elixir as well at about 10% health. He does get his second Elixir off, and his healing turret's right up. Steel going to go into downstate again after being res. And now Naru is as well. A lot of damage coming out from this red team. Very good start for them.
Yeah,
so far, the Hollowsmith doing work.
Yeah, the Hollowsmith and the Scourge, yeah, nice combo in the team fights. I mean, yeah, my mistake there when we were talking about this, I didn't think they'd capped the node yet, so I actually didn't realize that it was actually equal, so my bad. And absolutely. it will be indeed a bit of a smashing from Red as they win as well over towards the order. The disengage comes out, and now we will have a 2 cap, although they are going to get the res at mid. They've let him bleed out,
Wow.
and they've got the res. That's a
Really good res
big
there.
mistake.
Absolutely.
Really
Now
big
A-Rock's going to be turned on. He's going to be run to downstate. Hypno doing great burst. Bindo is there as well as have to try and get the res, but no, they're not going to go for it. He's just going to be bursted out.
No.
Steel going to make his way over towards Altar. It is a triple cap for red, though. Blue team needs to act on this 4 versus 5 on the map fast. Kronos already here at Altar. Portal is down as well. I think... No, that wasn't his portal. Oh, actually, that was his portal, I should say. Sorry, it wasn't Steel's portal. He isn't going to be able to cap, though, as Abender's going to come here and contest it. Hypno on his way as well, but right behind him is Hybrid. Going to see this 2 versus 2 that we saw last game so much as well.
Yeah, look at Hypno. He's right on him as well. He has to get out of there as soon as he possibly can. Jumps back onto Hybrid, the red team thief. They're having a little bit of a 1v1 skirmish on the sides. He drops quite low. Oh, he just changed his target. Abindo. Oh, he's not able to catch him. Hypno gets out almost, but Steel's gone down on the other side of the map.
Jeff was able to take him down. Mo from Steel was too late, unfortunately. And that's going to be a 1 versus 1 for Jeff against Steel.
Lots of ones. All the
Lots
one.
of ones indeed. Hypno staying here is actually going to be able to get into downstate. Hybrid comes back in just a little bit too late, but Hypno's pretty pressured. Hybrid doing an excellent job of staying on top of him. He might be able to get him down. However, the damage from Kronos is also good, and that's going to turn condition damage onto Hybrid. He needs to disengage now. If he comes out of stealth and Hypno sees him, he might be able to kill him. Well, he should be okay, though, for the time being. Moving back into mid, which is, for the moment, controlled by red team. For the most part. Jeff, though, is going to be brought down state. Hypno coming into that. Stomp is going to be interrupted, though. Hybrid doing a lot of damage onto Hypno. Hypno's going to probably be brought into downstate. Conditions ticking. He's trying not to move from the torment. 5% health.
Porting. He's got his health. No, he ported well, but it just got the clip. I had nothing left. He was trying to get rid of the conditions, and he moved back, but he's going to get the res. Good job. He's going to disengage that great temple.
There. Oh, but Hybrid on top of him again. God. He ports back onto him. Hybrid just staying on top of him the entire game. He isn't going to be able to bring him into downstate, though. The support from Moobs is good, and he is pretty much alone now, as A-Rox is going to be brought into downstate. Half forced to move away from mid. That's going to be mid 1 for blue team. I say this, though, but Hypno's low again. Hybrid I think Hybrid's playing very well.
Hypno's playing better, though, at the moment. I mean, he's not died. He's low, and he's been downstated, but he's not been killed off yet at the moment. I'm playing well. You know, I'm not saying that he's playing much better than him, but Hypno is risking... The thing is, I think Hypno's got the trust in his team that he's going to be able to survive. I mean, they're doing great at the moment, but some of these team fights, I think, you know, they've only just really been able to win those solidly in the last, like, minute or so. Sorry, the last team fight. And now, blue team should be able to come back. They've got the 2 side nodes. They've been able to snowball it back into their favor a little bit. They've rolled over on some kills. They've got Erox the Gown. They've got, obviously, the Warrior now as well. And they're waiting for the respawn of him. And looks like they're trying to get another kill. Hypno being a bit cheeky there, though. Onto Jeff. And they might get a free cap here. This is a real turning of the tables right now.
Absolutely. The turntables indeed. And Naru and Moobs here are going to be 2 versus 3. No, 3 versus 3, as Hypno is here as well as Hybrid. A little bit of pressure on both. Half almost getting the decap, but Hypno's going to stop him. The rest of the blue team coming on to the node. Don't think anything is going to happen there, but both side nodes are going to be decapped. As Steel was taken out again over at Temple by Obindo, or the Eater of Sheep, as it were. Altar, we've got Kronos 1 versus 1 against Jeff. Jeff actually doing very well in this Holosmith today. He's and Hybrid with a great +1 is actually going to be able to get him downstate. Kronos had no chance there, almost 100-0'd. Jeff and Hybrid working very well together there. That stun from Jeff as well as Hybrid, and the elite coming out from Jeff. That laser just going to burst him down. It's going to be side nodes 1 for red team.
That was pretty nice indeed. We do have buffs coming up in 30 seconds, so we've got stillness. Uh-oh.
Seems that Fiskin has DC'd. Fiskin has DC'd, yes. I have to see what happens. We're going to allow them to bring a sub back in, or?
I can't remember if Boise was in the last game of the series. I think he was, wasn't he?
He was, yeah.
Can't. Only 1 sub per series.
Tranquility has appeared.
I mean, the risk was run.
Yeah.
The risk was run.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah, we can't. This is the rule. I mean, the DCs and stuff. People can't just switch in and out of the games. That's unfortunately not the way we run things. I know, like, it sucks. Like DCs and I don't know, DDoS or whatever. But that's just the rules. Like, someone DCs, that happens, then that's that, and that's unfortunate. So we need to either get. I cannot remember if he played the first game now because I'm just.
He did, yeah. He was on that Core Warrior.
He wasn't the core warrior, wasn't he?
Frontline Avenger, indeed. It is unfortunate, though, obviously, with this one being TCAP.
Yeah.
Just like that.
And so at the moment, Blue Team will win the series unless Taskin comes back. And because they've been playing this game anyway, and they brought the Druid back in.
I mean, they could win a 4 versus 5, I guess.
These are the rules. We have them for reasons. I know it sucks, but yeah, that's all I can say, really.
Yeah. Hybrid doing his best to 1 versus 2 over at Temple. Steel and Hypno going to be able to stop him, though.
Takes a capture point.
No, the game's over. It's they've won because the Druid came in. Because the Druid came in, and because we couldn't get Taskin back, that's unfortunately going to be it. I'm sorry. Like, I just.
Blue team grabbed a capture point.
It is unfortunate, yeah.
It just happened way late in the game. No, there's nothing really I can do about that, guys. I know he can rejoin, but the Druid came in. If the Druid hadn't have joined and Taskin came back in, it would have been fine. But people have to remember what the rules are of the tournament. Reading is hard. I know, like, it's just the way it is. Like, to keep a tournament going, it's just what it is. It's just what it is. So what happened? What is the real? It's nothing awkward about it at all. It's tournament rules. It's easy. You're allowed 1 sub per series. What happens is you bring the sub in. They play that game. You are not allowed to switch players mid-game. You are not allowed to switch players mid-game. I know if it's a DDoS and everything else, that's the risk you run. You could have used your other player and played out that series, and it's the risk you run. You wanted to win, you could have possibly won, and unfortunately that happened. I know it sucks. I've got much respect for you guys, but that's the rules, and as a tournament organizer, you stick to them. It's just the way it is. I'm sorry. The only way that can be turned around is if they want a rematch, but when you're playing for money, I wouldn't blame them for not wanting it. So that's up to them. But at the moment, yes. That's it. And I don't like making that decision, but if it's something we need to talk about in future in terms of changing rules, like, that's fine. But the rules are the rules. That's why they're there. There you go. Roy's probably very sad. I'm sorry, Roy.
No, that is the rules. You're right.
And yeah, it is a little bit tragic. I know. Dear. Okay. We'll see. We'll see. The memes in chat. These are fun times indeed. Yeah, I mean, if people want to DDoS,
Moose says he wants to rematch.
Okay.
But Naru's saying he doesn't want to. We'll have to see what happens here. Seems like we won't be rematching.
Okay.
As Jobber said, guys, obviously it's unfortunate. I would love to have seen, the game finished out, but Fiskin DC'd. If he had been able to come back, the game would have been going on. If Boyce hadn't joined, we would have just had the 4v5 go on. But he's not supposed to join in, and that is the rules of the tournament. So we will be moving on to the grand finals.
Sorry, guys. I will talk to you. I'll come to the chat and talk to you. They win gold in the end of the day as well. I know it's not money, but they do win some gold at the very least. So that's the thing. Okay, so we're just going to move on now because that's unfortunately just the way it is. We're going to go to a break. We're going to bring you the grand final between the Moon Boys and the 203 Ping EU team. And we'll see how well that comes about. It's just the way it is, guys. We're going to get over it. It's fine. Drama in Guild Wars 2 PvP, it's literally not different from any other situation we've ever dealt with before. Okay, so let's go to a break and we'll be back soon.